Hi guys, this is Ray's wife speaking. Ray's lost his voice after he recorded the support unit tier list 2 days ago, and we just returned from the hospital. I forbid him from recording because he can barely speak, but yeah, here I am as a replacement, so I'm dubbing his video. And yes, we have our half anniversary banner. As usual, he did not want to pre-review the units from the teaser unless he saw their stats after the banner releases. However, this banner does seem very valuable, especially with how Banager has up to 3 support attack plus 5% defense down, and Unicorn has its NTD finally working with suppressing awakened stat of the target. Additionally, this banner has 6 new SSR pilots and 7 new SSR units, with the new ship only supporting Ace unit, which is rather interesting as the next tag for PvP is Protagonist and Test unit on space. But, well, Ace units are usually Protagonist's unit, and some of them are Test type. Alright, we'll now start with Unicorn and Banager. Unicorn is a limited support unit, and it has a beautiful max upgrade animation. As we can see from the stats here, where he has a rather standard low attack value, 10.5k with a 10% attack increase passive, which is comparable to Force Impulse. However, you can see it as a it has a hefty mobility, which in many cases will be dangerous for the user in PvP. But in this case, it is not. For the passive, it has increased max energy and attack, which is always a welcome passive for support. And the NTD is the start of the show. It's not just increase in mobility by 10%, it also reduced the beam range damage taken by 30%, which is nice. And finally, it suppresses the opponent's awakened stat when they got hit by its special type weapon. This is really game-changing and will work very well against so many attackers, especially EX and UR units. For the weapons, we can see that all of its weapons actually have pretty high damage. The Cycle Field has 5.5 thousand attack power and 25% special weapon damage taken. Pretty sweet, but the range is not that great. Yet, 5.5k weapon power is nothing to scoff about. The remaining 3 green weapons also look pretty good. That melee is around 5k power, which is awesome for a supporter. But again, we just need to focus on the orange or red skill and EX skill. Now, the EX skill is great. 5 range, 35% defense down, and 6.8k attack. It is simply great as it is almost attacker level of power. For attack, it has Ace unit, NTD, Psychomu, and Unstoppable, making him able to be deployed in several different teams. And Psychomu team just got stronger. So far, solid unit. Now let's check my baby Banager. So he has a pretty high awakened stat, and yes, 2 support chance right off the bat, not under certain conditions like RG. As for his passive, he has the standard energy saving ability, increased accuracy and evasion with NTD unit, which is always a great on support. But this won't make him lose much when not piloting NTD units. And finally, the EX ability give him base +1 support and another +1 support or counter attack when piloting Awakened Unicorn EX. Also, additional 5% decreased weapon. This is insane. It does make it look like this unit is a must pull. Next is Domon and God Gundam. Wow. Attack burst. He has attack burst and awaken boost. Yeah. And also reduce the energy consumption. Sorry. This was not in the script. He lost his voice and he cannot be heard in the mic, so okay. Next is Domon and God Gundam, which is also a limited unit. He's a melee attacker that resists ranged attacks with his fighting spirit. And as we see here, a very sparkly max upgrade animation. From the stats, we can see that God Gundam has a hefty attack power, almost 14k, which is awesome. Not to mention here, in his passive, there will be a plus 15% attack at Vigor Max or higher, bringing it close to 16k, almost as high as Charzaku 2. And here we see that he reduced damage taken from anyone coward enough to attack from 4 space or more. Okay. And for the weapon, this is where it gets interesting. It has an insanely high 8.2k weapon power with up to 20% increased damage at melee and 15% critical to top that. This is definitely the hardest hitting move in the game. It does come with a drawback that it needs 5 MP, but Domon got it covered. As for its ranged option, we can go with the Sekiya Tenkuyoken Burning Finger, which also hits very hard. These two are the only one you need to consider first in powering up, since it already covers each other's range. As for the tag, it goes with Unstoppable tag and Ace Unit tag. It also has as Mobile Trace and National Representative, which is going to be a very G Gundam focused tag. Now, the start of the show, Domon. Just on the surface, we already see he has almost 900 melee stat. However, please be noted that he do not have additional chance step. I mean, with that kind of stat and damage, he's definitely there to kill those heavy targets. For his passive, he has a 20% increased damage standard. Under the units of School of Master Asia or something that is, he has 6 MP on the get-go and also reaction by another 50%. This guy will never miss a shot and he definitely can evade a lot. And finally, he reduces the MP cost of God Gundam to merely 3 and also deals 15% more damage. For his skills, MP up by 7 points, yeah. So once he uses his skill, he already got into max morale. Then he has a 25% melee increase that will definitely bring him over 1000 melee stat and sway level 2. This guy is all about getting up close and personal. This combo is great, but be careful on spamming the EX move as you might need to recharge your MP once in a while because he does not have a passive to regenerate MP. Insanely great unitable. And finally, where is it? F91 with Arno is definitely on those counter-tank unit with his increased evasion. We can see here it has a pretty nice max upgrade animation. It definitely has a hefty defense there and quite good mobility for a tank. Also, with 5 movement, it at least can cover a large area to block. However, it has a low attack value. For the passive, it does also focuses more on defenses and evasion with increased defense and mobility at higher morale. And also, base increased accuracy and evasion, pretty neat for a tank. For the attack, the MEPE-EX has pretty okay coverage and quite nice power. But with that low attack, the power might not mean much. Additionally, it has special weapon decrease, which is always nice against special attackers. The other weapons are not really noteworthy except a standard MEPE with pretty high damage and beam attack decrease. So it seems that this guy wants to face tank everything and debuff the opponent. As for the tag, yeah, where is it? It still goes to Unstoppable, Psychomu, and Ace tag. Unstoppable really got a lot of love now, though FAZZ? F-A-Z-Z? Oh, full armor double Zeta UR seems to be still the better tank. Now the problem with this is again with the pilot. Seabook Arno. He does have a hefty reaction and defense while having acceptable awaken stat. However, he only has one block. So this is the problem with the unit's passive. He has two increased defense value when doing support defense. That doesn't translate well to him only having one block. Although the MP increase for ESFS unit is pretty neat. For his skill, at least he has heal and increased accuracy, which is always nice for a tanker that wants to face tank and counter everything with the buffs. Also, the MP up works for the F91. All in all, just a decent tank, but there are better units out there. For the ship, okay, Otto and Nahil Argama has a nice 30% bonus to ace unit and 30 bonus to ace unit and hefty heal. Pretty nice for the attack. At least it rivals Lacus's buff. For the SSRs, there are plenty. Angelos Soper Giara has pretty standard attack and nice HP with increased accuracy, while the attack power of the weapon is pretty okay, not great. Angelo himself has nice range stat, around Kouraki stat, Neo Zeon tag, only one chance step, an increased range stat and sway, which is quite nice to have, especially the increased range. So pilot pretty okay, unit is nah. I start to see the pattern here. The dragon has balanced defense and HP and also increased evasion. This banner loves evasion and accuracy. It has pretty nice bazooka, but only 25% debuff to physical. Doguza himself seems pretty standard, with quite hefty defense. However, here's the neat part. He has additional block if piloting anything from Unicorn series. That is awesome. He also has increased accuracy, evasion, and defense, which are all in all good for a tank. All in all, okay unit, great pilot. Razel, commander type, has nice mobility and attack, good evasion, and the Mega Beam Launcher is pretty good. Seems like a better version of SSR Zeta. It can also transform, quite nice to have. Gundam Maxter has a nice defense, anti-special, and also increased defense on low HP. Movement 5 is always good, and it has 30% attack down on short range, and the stronger attack has less debuff but more range. Attack is pretty standard at A, so pretty good unit. How to spell this? Chibodi? Yeah, Chibodi on the other hand. What? Crockett. Fine, Crockett it is. Crockett on the other hand has a standard stat and double block under G Gundam units. Also again, increased evasion and accuracy. He has increased damage and force guard. Pretty good to get this one. Dragon Gundam has standard attack power and surprisingly great defense for an attacker. It can reach to 12k with higher vigor, and the melee attack is very strong with 5.6k power. Sai himself has a pretty standard stat, but has a chance step, also has critical increase and melee increase skill. This is a good unit and pilot to have. Gundam Rose focuses more on defense. This one. Wait, where am I? Gundam Rose focuses more on defense. It has anti-physical, nice movement, and a 5 range attack. Although both only has around 25% debuff to attack and physical attack. It has a very low attack, so it mostly go debuffing from far. But it is too bad that George only has one block and pretty mediocre stat. But he has heal and MP. So far, it is not a really good combination to get. Finally, the Macho Man Bolt Gundam. He has a hefty attack mobility and a balanced defense. The set is balanced but towards the higher side. It has 5 movement, 4 range with hefty power, and this one is a special debuff by 30%. Awesome. The other debuff is only for range coverage, and Argo himself is great. Where is he? Nah. Nice melee stat for its Gundam, has 2 support attack and good evasion / accuracy buff. He has increased accuracy and range, which is again awesome for support. This is a very awesome unit to get. As for support, we have for what? Oh, the skill. The skill's great. Yeah. So, yeah, great skill. Okay, for the support, we have for Unicorn series with heal and G Gundam series with heal. So, all in all, this banner is very worth it to pull. Both the UR and SSR are mostly very good and amazing to have. Again, if you love these units, it is worth it to get. If you are waiting for something else, it is okay to save your gems. But Unicorn is really tempting. I think I would spend some to pull for this banner so it goes. Nah, you can click. I'm also gonna pull for this on my account. It is downloading something, so at least it's a new unit, supposedly. Oh, it's the UR? Which one is it? Amuro! Come on! Give us something! Oh, yes! What is it? F91! This is the rate up one, right? Ah. Yeah, he'll definitely tank for you because you can't really see him. We got one more. I think hoping for one more UR is like too much. Ooh, this is nice. Yeah, still have a lot. Yeah, I think you can pull more. Another new unit, so probably the SSR unit, since it's going gold. Ooh, nice. Ooh, this one's good, right? The Dantalion. Oh, another new unit. Oh my god! Unicorn? Is it? My baby? Banager? Sayla? Multiple? Maybe we can get both the other two. Or is it the card? The ship? The thingy? Ooh. It is the ship! Oh my god. Nice. So, yeah, it's not a multiple, but we get lots of new SSRs, so I think it's all in all pretty good. I don't think there's anything here, unless... No, so no. It's not loading, it's not downloading anything. Okay, new one. Hopefully Banager is here. Oh, the new unit is an SR. So that's why. Was it downloading just now? No. So, how was was it 3% the UR chance? So at around 90 we should get one more. Yeah, 90 or 100 we should get one more. One more. Come on. Come on, one more UR. At least. The ship sucks to luck. It is downloading. Okay, one more thing. One more new thing at least. Probably. Hopefully it's unicorn. Didn't you get the SSRs already? Like all of them? No? Come on. Well, here's the worst one. Yeah, the ship is sucking all the luck. Well, at least it's another SSR. Hopefully it's a good one. Not here. Yeah, we'll wait for the farm and then pull some more. Do you want to pull on the anniversary banner? Not now? Okay. Well, let me know what you think about this banner in the comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you around.